Welcome to your Inspirational Astrology Horoscope for Friday, April 19th, 2013. I am astrologer David Palmer, here to illuminate the collective consciousness. First off, I want to say check out InclusiveAstrology.com. I have added a bunch of new products. I got my monthly lunar return. If you're looking for a month-long reading to find out in the month, check that out. I'm also adding an extended futuristic reading. This goes into your deep and forward future. We're going to run deep progression charts, deep other charts. I always run these in all my other charts, but we're going to focus on the long term. So if you're interested in that, check that out at my website, InclusiveAstrology.com. Plus, I'm adding my Back to the Roots to Inclusive Astrology. These are MP3s about you and your sun sign. You put it on your phone, you plug it in the car, and guess what? 20 minutes of what your sign is about to remember who you are in your core. So check all that out at InclusiveAstrology.com. Well, big shifts today. We got the sun moving from Aries into Taurus. We got Mercury and Uranus, which are conjunct. Wow, this is gonna bring some big epiphany, some really big excitement. The moon in Leo, as it is trining all this Uranus-Mercury energy, and more importantly, the moon in Leo is going to be really in this nice midpoint between all the planets that are moving from Aries and getting ready to come into Taurus. So there is this last whoom of fire, and then we settle down into the nice, beautiful part of Taurus, which is slowing things down to understand the nature of things, to understand the value of it all. And spiritually speaking, this is us starting to manifest the new us, the new identity, the new life. This is really nice because this really does settle it down, finding the fixed energy, right? This is going to be the peak of spring in Taurus. This is time for us to pull our bull out and plow the roads that we're going to create, plant the seeds, right? Really important because this is time for us to really harvest and get ready for harvesting, actually. You know, what is the life you're harvesting? You should know by now what seeds you're going to plant in the garden and go plant them. You know, we know now where to go. I gotta be honest, the road that's been shown to go is the one you are supposed to go on, so go on it. This is the time to go on it. Mercury and Uranus hang out to go, wait, I'm gonna give you this whole, and it could be this, and this is where I'm gonna be, and the courage and the strength. Remember, we're still testing in courage and strength with Uranus, always gonna be in here, which has been squaring Pluto, which is leaving behind an old structure, which is us finding the new individual self, the freedom of this new self, and making sure you have a life that you can stand on. One thing is now that Venus is starting to pass into Taurus and getting ready to oppose Saturn, all this energy is coming in to Taurus, but it's here to build a solid foundation and build a fixed energy, one that you feel it, that you know it, that you hold on to it. What's a life that you would hold on to for the rest of your life that's the most valuable? These are the questions to ask, but making sure that they're based off your truest desires. The big, true desires emotionally have to find a way to connect to what you value the most, and this is where the biggest work is in the universe right now. Whew. Moon in Leo to find the love. Find your inner love. Find your love for self. Find what's so valuable to love. And experience your inner child. Have fun with it, especially when it makes this trine over to Uranus and Mercury. Let it out to somebody. Let out and let them know that you love you. Let them know that you love them. This is really exciting for all that. And you know, we're leaving behind this sun. Oh, such an uncomfy rock. We're leaving the sun and Mars, which have been conjunct in Aries, which created a big power, bombs and explosions of energy. It's time for us to move into a more subtle direction, one that's very valuable, one that is knowing that there's been a big explosion for us to go in this direction and to go with it. You know, whoever came, whatever relationships came, whatever people came, whatever roads came, whatever things came, whatever signs came, whatever all things happened, wham! That's it. Go with it. It's time to make it happen. You know, you've gotten all the information over the last couple months with all that Pisces energy. Spirit downloaded it to you. It's time to load it and play it and make it happen. So, and you know, Neptune, Venus and Neptune hanging out, really amazing for relationships, really uncovering all the spiritual truth. It is beautiful indeed. Check out my website, InclusiveAstrology.com. All the stuff I just told you about at the beginning of the horoscope. Plus, I am bringing some jewelry, some astrology jewelry to Inclusive Astrology. It's going to be so killer in the next week. You guys got to check it all out, InclusiveAstrology.com. And I hope you guys are having a wonderful weekend. And I'll see you for the weekend report tomorrow.